Hi, and welcome to my channel, The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elisabeth, and today I'm going to share with you what I've been making in June 2022. And believe it or not, I've actually been able to finish at least one module in my soon-to-be capsule summer wardrobe, and I'm so happy and thankful for that. Please join me if that is something that you think sounds interesting. Hi everyone, can you believe it? It's end of June already, or actually it's the 5th of July already. I can't believe it. We're almost half through summer here in Sweden, and I am so happy and thankful that I actually managed to make a complete module of my soon-to-be capsule summer wardrobe, and I have had so much use of it, and I'm so happy to be able to share that with you. What I, on the other hand, did not manage to make was a module for Peter. That poor man is once again being put aside regarding my sewing, but we have decided now that we are going to try when he is on vacation, and his vacation starts in a week, that we're going to take for 4 or 5 days to dedicate to see what he needs and what he wants to have, what kind of clothes he wants to have when he's at home, and what is the difficulties with the pattern I've used last month, because I really tried with the apostrophe patterns, and I don't think that is the pattern's fault. I think it is me that I'm not used to that way of thinking, and I'm not used to their way of doing things. It's as simple as that. So I'm definitely going to give it one more try, or two maybe, and hopefully we can figure out what went wrong. So if you're here for the menswear, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen until July. I'm really, really sorry about that, but that's life. And I had so many plans and such big hopes for June, as always, but I'm just grateful that I managed to complete a module, and I did some extras. Among that, I entered the So Fruity challenge, and that was a first for me, and I'm in love with that dress. So thank you, Janine, for inspiring me and helping me to get it done, because it's all thanks to you. Thank you. I hope you're watching. Well, let's start off with what was my main focus, and that was to create one module. And in a module, it's supposed to be the versions I'm following, and that is thanks to Whitney at Tomcat Stitchery. As you know, she's one of my big idols here on YouTube. I hope that's okay to call you that, Whitney, if you by any chance would look at this. I am so inspired by you. I am so grateful for being able to watch all your videos, and for all the content you create, and for all the inspiration you give us. And your YouTube channel has meant more to me than you probably ever will know, and yeah, thank you for being there. She is actually what started my my wish to start a YouTube channel, and she is what made me do it. So yeah, she means a lot, even though she doesn't know me. And that is such a fun thing here on YouTube. You almost feel like you know someone, and you just see such a small piece of it all. But well, that was not what I was going to talk about today. I had a lot of plans regarding sew-alongs, and I have made them, but as I told you before, I have a computer from 2008, and that computer does not agree with sew-alongs. So we'll take it step by step, and it will take some time, but I have a sew along for the greer jumpsuit that is already up here, and I will link that. And I have a sew along for the Sandbridge skirt that I will share with you, and I have a sew along for the Seaforth pants. I can't believe I can't remember those two names, but they are not edited yet, so it will take some time, but you will get them, I promise you. And I really like doing sew alongs, and I hope you like the concept, and I am so up for constructive criticism, so please let me know what you think about it. I am also planning on doing some kind of sew along for this pheonix blouse, because this is another love of mine. I've never done that blouse before, so therefore I didn't want to make a sew along for it this month. And the Evergreen jacket that I'm also wearing is another sew along that's coming, because they're all such great basic patterns, and I've been living in my module this last 2 weeks, because we have had had heat wave one day, and then the other day it's like it is today, it's thunderstorm and it's 10 degrees Celsius and it's windy and rainy, and yeah, it's all over the place. And what is better than a module that has layering pieces? And yeah, I can't thank you enough, Whitney, for introducing me to the system and for helping me get my thoughts collected. Is that a way to say it? I hope so. Anyway, let's start with what I've been making. I just keep on talking. I'm sorry. Those of you that have been here before know how I work now, and I hope you're okay with it. And to those of you that are new here, it is a channel about sewing, I promise, and I am going to share my makes. So let's start, Elisabeth. Let's get this thing going. Well, first off, my plans were, I will add a link to my plans video too, but so you can see more about the patterns there. I won't go into that much detail about the patterns here because it feels quite repetitive. So I will link my plans video, and there you can hear all about the sizes and so on. And I will just let you know what size I made and what changes I made. And I hope you're okay with that. I also plan to make another module this month to go with this module. And then after that, I will do a video just dedicated to trying on these clothes and see how I can match them and how many outfits I can get and what kind of different outfits and so on. So that will be a different video. Today I'll just share and show you how the clothing is looking by its own, on its own, I mean, or together with one of the other items I've sewn this month. So yes, let's begin. Let's start off with, well, I started off by telling you how the module, what kind of module plans I'm following, and that Whitney introduced me to them, but I didn't tell you what they were. Sorry. It is all, I think it is Christy Russell that Whitney has gotten this from, and another YouTuber, to a big one. And she has a lot of clients, and she's a stylist. And she uses the system that a capsule wardrobe should contain different modules. And one module is one topper, 2 bottoms, and 3 tops. So it contains 6 different items of clothing. So what I planned this month was to do it all patterns by Hey June Handmade, since it after all was June, so I thought that would be very suitable, and it worked out wonderfully. I love her patterns, as you probably know by now. So that was not a big surprise to me that I would love that. I like these, but I actually didn't think I would love all the new patterns, because I hadn't tried 3 of these. I haven't tried before, and I'm so happy to have found them. And first off is the topper, and it is this one, the Evergreen jacket, and it is a motor style knit motor style jacket, and I haven't seen that kind of pattern before. There probably is some out there, but I really like the thought of that, and I made it in a sweatshirting, and I think I got the sweatshirting from Selfmade, but I think I bought it last year maybe, so I doubt that they will have anything left. I searched online for it, and I can't find it, but it is a sweatshirting with I think it was 50% stretch when I tried it. And what I did was I added on the cuffs, I turned them wrong side out, so to speak, so I get the soft side. I don't know if you can see that there. I think you see it's the fluffy side is out, and the fluffy side is showing on the, is this called the lapel, or is it this the facing? I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. I hope you know. And maybe I should put this up on the dress form after all. I thought I could wear it since it is quite cold at the moment, but I think it's easier to show. It has such great details, and I did not have metallic zippers for this, and that is a mistake, but hey ho, you can't get everything in the first try. And this was actually supposed to be a wearable toile, and it turned out way better than just a wearable toile, because it is one of my favorite items this month, the days that are a bit colder. So yeah, I wanted a zipper like this to have here too, but never mind, it is working out great. And here it is a sweatshirting. It's a stretchy sweatshirting with fleecy backside, wrong side. We'll try and see if oh, you can't see. I think it is more some kind of marled and denim color. It is a 2-piece sleeve, and it has this motor style color, and it has the waistband is also wrong side out, or what do you call it, the fluffy side out, and that is also a nice detail. I think there will definitely be more of these, I can promise you that. I'm planning on doing it in some kind of what do you call that, stretchy faux leather, and try it like that. And I am planning on doing it in different kind of sweatshirting, because I think it is a great autumn alternative. And I will probably wait until the autumn and do a sew along, because this pattern is the pattern that I think has gotten completely not lost, but it hasn't gotten that much attention, and I really think it should, because I think it is a very versatile piece, and it is, yeah, a great layering piece. So that is definitely, there will be more. And I made a size 12. Hang on a minute. Let me see. Now I've gotten the papers that what I did with this. And all I did as a pattern adjustment was I did a size large. This is not a numeric sizing, I forgot that. This is an old pattern of Adrian's, and so it's a large. And I think it is a perfect fit. I will try and insert pictures of me wearing it, and you will see what you think about it. But yeah, I really like the length of it. It is the perfect length it's hip length for me. And yeah, and I lengthen it with 2 inches on the sleeves, but I also added an inch to the cuff piece here, and just in case, and that worked out a treat. So I'm really grateful I did that, because otherwise it might have been a tad too short, or at least I would have felt like they were a bit too short. You know me by now. I'm thinking about adding a thumb hole in this next time because I like the look of it. So that was my topper, and next we have the two bottoms, which were first off my dream linen pants, and they truly became my dream linen pants. What I'm almost is a bit disappointed in right now is that I dyed them. I dyed them darker, and I was imagining them to be a bit grey, more greyish, but they turned even more brown. So I'm definitely gonna sew me at least one or two more. I'm gonna sew me one in white, and so they can match my linen blazer that I sewed for So Frugal 22, my Marina blazer from fabric store, the free pattern. And I'm definitely gonna sew myself a pair of in some kind of linen viscose because I just love the feel of it. And I now figure out the fit and what I need to do and what size I need to have and how I'm going around it. So I will insert pictures with me in them. And what I did was let me see. I did pattern, I did the size 10, and I did you can see that in the pattern line drawing, she has two versions. One is like a woven jogger style, and one is like a wide leg pant almost. And I actually just lengthened the woven jogger pant because they are narrower in the legs, and I definitely need narrow legs. I'm sorry if you hear some strange background noises, but it is Peter that is trying the pressure in the tires of the car he's using for work, I mean. And what was I talking about? I was talking about the Seaforth pants. Yeah, there will be a sew along for them, and as I said, for me it's the perfect pair of linen pants. It's elasticated waist, but it isn't too much. It has a drawstring. I actually faked it because the ones I had were too short. I couldn't get it around my waist. I just had about this long. So what I did was this. I will be showing that in my sew along too, but I actually just, you can see here, the pattern is made to be 3 channels, and it is a wide elastic, and then you just you top stitch the elastic so that it isn't twist and turn. So it isn't 3 different elastics. It is a wide elastic, like I think it is a 2-inch or 1.5 inch maybe. I'm sorry if it's hard to focus. And then I just put it through one. I put my cord there and took it out there and tied it around it. And no one would know that but me. And now you know, of course. So now internet knows. But luckily I don't have that many watching this that knows me in real life. So I don't think anyone would notice this. And if they are asking me, I would definitely tell them. What I like more about this pattern is the pockets. I really like the look of these pockets. It's patch pockets, but it's looking like so much more finesse to me. And I also did the back pockets on this. So yeah, it is, I love them, and I've used them so much in this weather. For Swedish weather, it's perfect. And as I said in the sew along, I think this is a tad bit thick, this linen viscose, because on a really hot summer day you don't want to wear this heavy linen viscose. But I think that the blend I'm having on the other fabric, that is cotton linen, that my blazer is made of, I think that will be great. So I'm really looking forward to doing them, and that is a big plan this month, to make one more pair, because it is a quick make. If you prepare all your pieces, and I realized that doing the sew along, that if you're just being very methodical, it is a quick make. It definitely is. So yeah, I can't wait to get that done, because I know I will get a lot of use for them. So that was my first bottom. My second bottom was my new denim skirt, my Sandbridge skirt, and it is such a cute one. I made that out of, let me see, it is denim with some stretch in it, and I think this is the denim that I got from Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door, and it is a wonderful recovery. It's a wonderful, it's not as thick as you know, non-stretch denim. It's a bit thinner. I don't know what weight it is. I'm very bad at writing that down when I'm getting these kind of pieces of fabric, but I know it isn't the thickest of a stretch denim either. But it is a stretch denim, and it is, I would guess, maybe 15% stretch. It isn't that stretchy at all, but it is just to adding that little bit of extra comfort when you're sitting down and so on. And this is another pattern that is going to be a sew along. Once my computer is making it happen, I made the skirt and I made the sew along and I filmed it all. I just have to edit it, and it's taking a lot of time, because you need to upload the part of the thing you filmed, and that takes time, a lot of time and a lot of memory, and I have to take away some old footage and add some new footage and do it like that. I'm really saving up for a new computer, but it is expensive and it's tough at the moment. So yeah, we will see how fast it will be to get it, but I will try as much as I can so far. Please be patient with me, and I hope you get some use of the sew-alongs and that it might get you interested in these patterns, because that is my main goal. And just being there if anybody can get some help out of it, because I know I like to watch sew-alongs before I make a new pattern and see what tips and tricks, and yeah, just get a hang of it. So it's a great thing, I think. Let me show you the skirt. Here we have it. I will insert pictures of that too, of course. But I just wanted to show you. I actually added embroidery on the pockets. And I really like that, because it makes it look a bit more feminine and yeah, a bit more cute. And since the denim skirt is a bit rougher, in my opinion anyway, I really love a denim skirt in the summer. I also made the hem raw. The pattern is made like that. You can choose either a raw hem or hemmed hem. Is that how you say it? I guess so. But I'm leaving it raw, and I haven't washed it yet, so I don't know how it's going to end up. But I think I did 1/2 inch up. I sewed zigzag, and I think that is enough, and it just will be better by time. And yeah, you can't go wrong with the denim skirt in summer, can you? So I would love to make a white one maybe, and yeah, I have a lot of plans for these patterns, but yeah, we will see how much energy I have. Now over to the tops, and we might as well start with this. This is my pheonix blouse, and I shared that with you in my Midsummer Friday Sews Midsummer edition, and I will add that up here if I still have room for anything else. And this is made out of my mum's old tablecloth, and I will insert close-ups of that so you can see better, and I will insert close-ups of me wearing it and how it's looking. And here I made the size 12. I cut version B without sleeves, and I just added the embroidery as the top fabric, and I lined it with the same fabric as I'm using for the rest of it, which is this linen blend I'm talking about using for my next Seaforth pants. So yeah, I forgot to say, the Seaforth pants, that linen was a very old linen viscose from my stash. I don't know where I got it from. I thought it was from Rainbow Fabrics in Kilburn, but it isn't the one I used. I still have that one left. So yeah, that will probably be another one of these, I think. But this white fabric is actually a sheet. It is a linen cotton blend 50-50, and it is one of our major home goods. Is that how you say it? You know, that sells linen and bed sheets and bedspreads and duvet covers and pillows and all that. They had a big sale, and they sold this. I think I get a piece of fabric that was double, since it was you were supposed to put your blanket in it. Not blanket, but your what do you call that in English? Is it the sheet? Is the layer you are lying on in bed, right? And the fabric you cover yourself with. And you use to cover your duvet with. What is that called? Is that called bed linen? Please let me know. It is for twin, I think, for a twin bed or something like that. So it was about 2.5 meters in width, and you had 2 meters and 20 centimeters in the length, and you have 2 pieces of that. So it was an amazing value for what I paid, and yeah, I got a lot of fabric, so I still have a lot left, and I love it because it is so cool in the summer and so soft, because it were you know, enzyme washed, I think it was called. So yeah, it was that was a bargain. I'm so happy about that. But that is what I used for this pheonix blouse. And what I'm planning to do next month, or this month actually, is do a dress. I'm planning on lengthening this top because I love this yoke piece and the piece you could add and the lace pieces you could add, or yeah, you could embroider something, and yeah, a lot of things. And yeah, I'm planning a lot of these kind of dresses now. I'm not sure if I'm going to make some kind of sleeves on it, but we'll see. But stay around and you will get to know what I'm planning in my plans video. And if I haven't it all figured out there it will be during the month of July, and you will get to know what I'm planning on doing and how I will do it. So yeah, that was my pheonix blouse, and you found a pattern that I really love too. And I really like the look with the denim skirt and the linen pants. I really like how this pheonix blouse is looking together with that. So that is a big bonus. Well, my second top was this key Largo top. It has a fun knit detail. I will see if I can, you see here? I will insert a picture once again of me wearing it. And this was a scrap piece of linen I had left. It must be a linen viscose because it is so soft, and I wish I could realize where I bought it, because that would be an amazing pair of pants. I just realized. Yeah, you know me. Now everything is going to be linen pants, I think. Well, I like this tie version, and what I actually had to do, this was supposed to be a wearable toile too. So there were a lot of wearable toiles because I never done this pattern before, and I had to add a seam in the back to make it happen, to get this pattern to work for me, get the fabric to work for me, because this is all from my stash and they were just spare bits, and I'm so happy that I managed to cut it out from this little piece of fabric that I had, because you cut this piece, these 2 front pieces is on the bias, so it gets a lot of wonderful drape in it, and I really like. I can't, once again, it's an amazing pattern. Please try it. I can't say anything else. It's for wovens, if I didn't say that. And I did a size 10 in that. I actually don't know, because I normally do a 12 in the tops in Asian Handmaids, but I don't know if the sizing were different, or I went with the finished garment measurements. That is something that I always check, because you don't know. I know how much ease I like, and that is what I'm going from. And you know what? I just realized this was not a V. This was actually much. This was a rounded neck. Yeah, that was something that I changed. So I did a V-neck instead, because I need to open up here. Otherwise, I don't know why it's just not working for me. So I changed this. In the pattern, it's I will insert pictures of her stock photos. That is a scoop neck, but I changed it to V-neck, and I just use some bias binding to fix the neckline, and it worked a treat. I have actually not finished the sleeve, the hems on the sleeves, because I want them this length. So I decided to do a wide rolled hem, something that was possible on my serger, and I really like the look of it, because it's getting very, very tight with stitching, and yeah, I like the look of it. So that, I almost forgot to tell you, the V was something that I changed. But once again, another thing I will do a lot more of, because that as a woven top with 2 pieces on the bias in front, it's a great piece of clothing to wear. It elevates your everyday clothing, so to speak. So yeah, try it. And the last piece was my Elaine raglan that I refashioned from one of Mum's old t-shirts, or rather the last t-shirt I bought for her, and I did not manage to get it to her before she passed away. So it's been quite emotional, so I have to tell you. But I really like how it turned out, and I used one other of Adrian's patterns, that was the Elaine raglan, and I had not enough fabric for the raglan sleeves, because I knew I wanted, on Mum's shirt, the original shirt, was quite short cap sleeves. I will insert pictures of the original one here, and you see that it is the sleeves is not much. And I also had, as you can see here, I had a button placket that I have to consider. And first off, I got a lot of ideas from, oh, I can't see what your handle is on Instagram. I will insert it here. Thank you for all the ideas. I just had cut into mine, and that is why I didn't use it, because you told me that it was almost better to just add a band over it, and it would have been, because it is a bit wonky here, and I'm not that satisfied with it, but it was wonky already, and that is why I had to use what I had. And they had put a buttonhole just in the middle of the seam, so that disturbed it all. So the button was, yeah, it would have looked very strange if I just added the band all together. But I got a lot of great ideas from you for my next refashion, because this won't be my last, because now this will be worn, and that is what's most important, and I will think of Mum every time I'm using it, and I really like the look of it. I just added I had to unpick a piece of the placket, and it was already loose and the t-shirt was new, so yeah, you can think what you think about these things, but yeah, it is ready to wear, and that is why we're sewing, right? I added some white bamboo jersey as sleeves, and it turned out great, and it is a bit, the hem is not very rounded, but just a tad rounded, and that is something I like too. and here I made a size 12, I'm pretty sure. If not, I will insert that down here. And yeah, not much else to say about this, but a great top, a basic top with a little bit of twist with the button placket. And as I said, since I know that it is Mum's, and I know that she would have loved it, and I know that she would have loved that I made this from it. So yeah, I'm really glad I did. That is the end of my module, and as you can imagine and you can see on me, I am extremely grateful and so happy that it was a huge success. So I'm already planning, and I'm in the middle of planning my next module because I need more. I definitely need more, but it is so easy to get dressed in the morning if you know that you can use something from your module. And so I'm going to use that to create my capsule wardrobe, definitely. That is the way forward. No, that is nothing, I won't think in any other way. But what I decided to do too, because I love making dresses now, and that is the extras for me. So this month is, no, not this month, June, I mean, last month. It was a challenge on YouTube that, not YouTube, on Instagram, that was called So Fruity 22. That was run by, I will insert that here because I never remember that, and I'm so sorry for that. And I actually managed to sew a dress from the Atelier's Gamut. And once again, I told you more about it in my Midsummer edition on Friday sews. But thank you to Janine for inspiring me for this, for making me do this, because it is all you're doing. I would never have done it if it weren't for you, and if I haven't seen your beautiful fabric. And I actually found out that I owned the pattern already. Janine wrote on Instagram that she was making the Atelier's Gamut's Astrid dress, and I had somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew that I thought that dress was interesting, but I actually didn't know that I bought it. So I already had that pattern, so I printed it out, and it was quite a quick sew. I had to say that. I did a size 42, which is a size 12-14, and I added 1.5 inch to the bodice. And I could not make the binding work, so I actually lined the bodice piece. And I think that worked even better, because when I tried to use the instruction videos in French, I didn't get it. Sorry, but I couldn't get it to work. Hang on a minute, now we'll change so you can see it. Here we have it. It has a wonderful detail with a square neck in front, and in the back it is a V. This is the back. That is, I've actually thought about maybe I could use this in front and just leave the this hanging. But I like that she has included these ties so that the sleeves just don't fall off. Not the sleeves, but the shoulders don't fall. What do you call this? This piece don't fall off your shoulders all the time. So you just tie this in the back. This is the back piece. And I couldn't figure out how to do the bias binding there. And I don't know where it all just was a blur in my head. So I decided to, not there, I think the square was the problem, actually. Yeah, I think it was, no, both things, I think, to be completely honest. So I decided to line it, and it worked a treat, and yeah, it is a really fruity dress, and I'm in love with that too. I was very indecisive about this fabric, if you remember, when I got it from Rainbow Fabrics, and but now I love it. It gets, I think I look a bit pale in it, but you let me know, what do you think? I am pale, I'm very pale, so I can't blame that on the fabric, or the colors, but I don't know. But at the same time, I think it brings the color in my eyes quite good. So yeah, I don't know. It is in my color scheme, so I'm thinking it might be okay, but I like it, and I will definitely wear it because it is so soft. The viscose, it's pure viscose. It's so soft and it is so floaty and it is so wonderful to have when it's warm. In the heat wave, this was one thing that I wore almost, not every day, but every other day at least. And I really liked it. So yeah, that was my extra dress, or extra, one of the extra this month. Two other things I made were two very quick t-shirts that I had already batch cut in the beginning of the month, and it was a try of the pattern because I like the look of it, and it is the Daisy t-shirt from Wardrobe by Me. This was actually not a planned t-shirt, and I just wanted to, I had these just to try out the pattern, and I batch cut these sometimes in May, maybe, and I wanted to take part in Sew Joey's t-shirt for summer. So I decided, I think it was, if it was the last day of June, that I decided to sew these two up, and I only managed to get this on picture, so I only entered this one and Mum's t-shirt too. But this is it called, no, grown on sleeve, is that what it's called? It's a bit, I think she has 3 different versions on the pattern. I will insert some info on the pattern here because I haven't talked about it before, so this is a new pattern here on my channel, so I will definitely insert, because there will be more of these. I really like Wardrobe by Me. I think the sizing is a bit iffy sometimes. I don't, maybe it's just that it doesn't suit me and it doesn't suit Peter, but with some fitting corrections and so on, we almost always get there in the end. And I love her style lines, and I love the way she drafts her pattern, and the way she, how do you say it, the style. I like her style. I really like her style. Her and Maria Denmark. It's quite similar to, and it is quite similar to Sew House 7, and it's quite similar to Hey June Handmade. So yeah, I like that kind of clothing, if you haven't guessed it. But yeah, it's a bit short. I need to lengthen them in the future. I think I would add 2 inches maybe. But otherwise, it's a great, simple t-shirt with a bit of elevation, since it is, you see, it's top stitched. It's a facing piece that is top stitched here. And you have facing on the sleeve pieces too, and not the sleeve, but the arm side. And that way you get some definition there too, and you have a small pocket that I really like. So I had this one. This is a cotton jersey, no, a jersey sheet from Jysk. So it's very inexpensive fabric, and it is very see-through, but it is 100% cotton, and I was really surprised about that. So yeah, I used that as wearable toiles, and I really like it. The recovery isn't that great though, so that is something to consider. And here we have the same Daisy t-shirt, but it is used, I've used a neck. Is it called binding? No, neck. What is that called? It's a V-neck, and it's still the little pocket, and the sleeves are the same, or the arm size is the same, and the curved hem is the same. So this is the only thing that differs. And here I've just sewn it on with my Maraflex thread that I love. And so I haven't used my serger, just the side seams and this shoulder seams. But this V-neck is binding, and I like that too, and it's a great extra to if you have some fabrics over and you don't know what to make of it. And this is a great piece of what do you call it, stash buster, I think it's called. Is that the right name? Well, this is all that I've made this month, and as I said, I so wished I would have been able to sew for Peter more. We tried and we failed, or I failed, but I will get there, I know that. And stay tuned if you want to see more of this, and you want to see more of my plans that is coming very soon. and if you want to see more of what I'm making this coming month. So please subscribe, like, comment, so that the channel will get out there, because at the moment it's very hard to get views, because I get pushed in the background because I'm very inconsistent with when I'm publishing, and that is something that you should be very, very cautious about when you're a small channel. I didn't know that, but I realized that now, and that is a big thing. So if you could consider subscribing, I would be so grateful. And yeah, every interaction you do is a big help. So if you want to see my plans for July, I think or hope that they will be, if not tomorrow, the day after. So definitely this week. I promise you that. That much I can promise, I hope. If I don't get sick, of course, or sicker. You know how it is by now. Thank you for sticking by for this very long video. I've also done a video about the new pattern release from Sew House 7 that I was able to pattern test. And it's the sauvie sundress, but I actually sewed that in May, so I won't include that in this video, but I will include a tag so you can check it out if you want to. It's a great pattern, and as I said before, I really like that kind of aesthetic, and she has a very similar one to Adrian from Adrian Handmade and Wardrobe by Me, and that kind. So yeah, if you like these type of patterns, style arc and so on, go check this out, because you're gonna love that sundress. It is a sundress with a twist, and that is the most favorite things, aren't they? I hope you get a lot of sewing done, and if not sewing, you get a lot of planning and thinking about sewing, and maybe some fabric stroking in there somewhere. Take care of yourself and of each other, and promise me you love yourself and love each other, because time is precious, I promise you. And yeah, thank you for taking the time of your day and watching this. It means the world to me. Thank you for being a part of my little sewing corner here in Sweden. Have a wonderful evening, and I really hope I see you soon. Sorry, I'm getting tired now. Bye for now.